Lots of activity out here, lots of interesting, smart solutions to all the problems. One of them, let me first tell you who all are with me. There's Tim and Colin, who actually have a smart solution to power the world by just pedaling away, right? And then with me, Pooja and Dino. Pooja just came up with a very smart solution. She said the entire world energy crisis can be solved with just one person. Harness the energy of Cyrus, right?
Absolutely, the way he talks.
Just harness that energy, everything else is done, no problems after that. Okay, let me tell you what we're going to do right now. Yeah, I know, that is some energy, right? Okay, let me tell you what we're going to do here right now. We're going to try and find out, with just this, can we power an entire rock concert for the evening? We're going to power that. We're going to pedal our way into that, and let's see if we can harness enough energy. That's one smart solution. We'll try and come up with as many different ways, radical, out-of-the-box solutions to all the problems in the world. Let me first start and find out from Tim and Colin. So let me find out. Let's start with you. This entire idea, while smart, how could one really do this? I mean, you've done many events where you've had many people joining you on a bike, and you've powered an entire home, 80 people, 90 people. But what's the objective? What are you really trying to achieve? Because if I really want to power my home that way, every time I want to use something, I'll have to run out, get onto a bike, cycle enough, run back in again. That doesn't work. So what's the objective?
The objective really is education and learning. You know, we found that the best way to learn about energy is to actually produce some energy yourself. And when you get on a bike and you feel how much hard work it is to create electricity, okay, you appreciate it in a new way. Next time you turn on a light, you know how much work is involved in that, so it makes you appreciate the energy more, you know?
Okay, all right. And this isn't the only solution, right? I mean, where did you guys start off in the entire idea of doing something like this? It couldn't have been that you were riding a bike one day and you said, I'll power a house from here. Where did it start from, and what is happening with the two of you now? You seem to be biking all over the world, just getting this message across.
Yeah, it started off, it started actually with Tim, who's a singer actually, and he wanted a different way to, you know, express himself. So he came up with this concept of actually having a small PA system on the back of his bike, so he could, you know, go anywhere he wanted in London, pitch up, actually start pedaling and play and sing at the same time. That's when it first started. And then we did some work at festivals. We also do quite a bit of art installations as well, you know, using bikes to actually create light installations. And then we got approached by the BBC, and they said, look, we want to power a home. Okay. And we're like, okay. And we didn't have a clue how to do it, I mean, we'll be honest. And so we took on that project over 6 months, and we developed the concept further and came up with, you know, grew it and grew it and grew it until we could actually, you know, get to 80 people cycling.
Okay, excellent. All right. Dino? Yes. Smart solutions coming, out-of-the-box solutions. This isn't that typical cliche of, you know, turn your car off, don't use a plastic bag. All of those make sense, right? But we seem to think that's all we need to do and we've saved the world. Right. So what else? I mean, smart solutions like this, are these the solution, or that one small thing that each of us do? Because these seem to be two different thoughts now. Where does it go?
I think like you said, every little thing, somebody makes a difference, somebody does something little, it all adds up. And it makes a big difference ultimately, like what we were talking about earlier, about brushing your teeth. Right. Just turn the water off. You don't need to listen to it, just turn the water off. You're ready to use the water, finish and use the water. And something like this, I mean, the idea, I like what he said, but what he said was, while cycling, you feel a lot of pain. Yeah. That's when you realize there's so much power, there's so much going in to generating power. So you realize the importance of power, and hence, turn your switches off, turn your lights off, grow more trees, don't use too much paper. You know, you just try and make a difference in that little way. I think right now we're cycling enough so Cyrus can talk some more.
Yeah, we're parting him too from here. Pooja, lots of people talk about going green. A lot of people have, you know, it's easy, it's great for image building. Everybody who announces whether it's a corporate or an individual, we've gone green, we're saving the environment. It's very easy. Difficult to do in real life, isn't it? We're all really spoiled. Isn't just the easy way to say the others will do it, I'm fine?
You know, the wonderful part about campaigns like this is the awareness that's generated. We've seen various campaigns, whether it's water, whether it's electricity, whether it's, you know, eco-conservation, waste management, disposal systems, where people, various campaigns come together to tell you how you can implement it in your day-to-day life. And that's wonderful, because the important thing is that everyone must do it on a daily basis and incorporate it into their lives. So that's one wonderful thing that comes as a result of events like this and campaigns based on, saving our environment. Having said that, I'm doing work in Amethi right now with my foundation, and there's a group out there called the Rajiv Gandhi Mahila Vikas Pariyojana. And what they're trying to do effectively now is solar power all the villages. And I think it's so important, because we don't realize the importance of electricity vis-a-vis bringing in television. Television brings in education, it changes lives, shapes, minds and countries as a result of it. So I'm so happy that, when people talk about bringing in solar power and educating villagers about solar power and cost-effective solar power, it's fantastic. I mean, I think that's the way of the future, and I think everybody should contribute whatever they can: time, energy, money, celeb status, actual time, physical energy, cycling, whatever it takes to get it done.
Tuba.com